25 amazing facts about Romania. Behind the mist of Dracula's castle and the dense forests of Transylvania, there lies Romania, a country which has been waiting for years to be truly discovered just the way it is, beyond stereotypes and legends. Here are 25 reasons why Romania has even more treasures than you thought it did. Number 1. The most diversified food. The Romanian kitchen is one of the most diverse in Europe. There are 3 different influences that are behind the dishes Romanians eat daily. The Balkan side, mămăligă, bulls, ciorbă, sarmale. The Turkish side, baklava, ghiveci, musaka, drop de miel. And the Austro-Hungarian side, varză a la Cluj, goulash, and salam. 2. The cake of the dead, coliva. Probably one of the strangest Romanian gastronomic traditions is the cake of the dead, or coliva in Romanian. According to Christian Orthodox customs, apart from the traditional celebrations during the Day of the Dead, people celebrate their dead relatives every year on the day they died. On both occasions, pomana, charity, is made, meaning they pray for the souls of the dead and share food. Coliva is a sweet, boiled paste dish made from different types of grains, especially wheat. Besides all the food relatives share on behalf of the dead person, they also prepare coliva, garnished with candies, crosses, biscuit powder, and a candle. 3. The biggest Romance language community in the Balkans. Although Romania is located in the most Slavic region of Europe, the Romanian language is part of the big Romance languages group, alongside French, Italian, Portuguese, and Spanish. All these languages evolved from vulgar Latin, spoken during the Roman Empire occupation of part of the territory that is now Romania. Because of later invasions of Slavic tribes, the Romanian language has a pronounced Slavic character, which makes it different compared to the other Romance languages. 4. The mysterious ancestors of Romania. Dacia is a mysterious civilization that has left a very hazy mark on the Romanians' cultural heritage. The Dacians are the ancient inhabitants of Romania, and at the peak of their military and political reign, they conquered almost the entire Eastern Europe. But as big as it was, this population disappeared during the Roman occupation, leaving behind just a few Dacian words and the relics of their biggest city, Sarmisegetusa. 5. Călușul, the magic dance. Beyond its unique beautiful movements, Călușul is an impressive magical dance. It is practiced exclusively by men in the southern part of Romania during the celebration of Rusalii or other important occasions. Folklore beliefs claim that at the time of these important celebrations, bad spirits roam around the villages. The dance of călușari is performed as a way of chasing these bad spirits away and bless the homes of the people who invited the dancers in their yards. The Merry Cemetry. Located in northern Romania, the Merry Cemetery of Săpânța is one of the most colorful and popular cemeteries in Romania. Founded in 1935, it might be the only cemetery in the world where tears are replaced by smiles thanks to the funny messages engraved on the tombstones. These epitaphs ironize the dead person's life or the way they died. 7. The longest poem in the world. Mihai Eminescu is internationally known as the last romantic of Europe. He dedicated all his life to poetry, leaving behind hundreds of poems with some of the most memorable lyrics in Romanian culture. One of his masterpieces is called Luceafărul, the Morning Star, which has been recognized as the longest poem in the world, with its 98 stanzas which metaphorically describe the life of a genius in 392 lines. 8. The scariest forest. Dracula's castle is nothing but a tiny little Halloween decoration compared to the Hoia Baciu forest. If you are a hard-to-scare person and you love nighttime adventures, pack your bags and travel to Cluj, a city located in the heart of Transylvania. The forest is about 1 hour and a half by car from Cluj city, so you will have time to prepare yourselves for all the hazy shapes, strange noises, and other spooky things that you will allegedly encounter in the forest. 9. Jules Verne and Romania. Looks like French adventure novelist Jules Verne also visited Romania, and he liked it so much that he wrote 2 books about it. Maybe you even read them. I'm referring to the novels The Carpathian Castle and The Danube Pilot. Although he has even more books inspired by places or the people he met in Romania. 10. The oldest written stone. Although Romania's ancient history hasn't yet completely been unraveled, it looks like its territory has been inhabited since the oldest times. In 1961, at Târtăria, a village located in the center of Romania, archaeologists found the oldest written tablets in the world. Known as Tablițele de la Târtăria, tablets from Târtăria, they were dated to the Neolithic era and are covered with symbols which are similar to the Sumerian writing. 11. Amazing Romanians. A few years ago, a very promising player started to fastly ascend in the international rankings of tennis players. It is none other than Simona Halep, a Romanian tennis player who has twice ranked number 1 in singles. Besides being one of the best tennis players in history, Simona Halep is also a crucial role model for the younger generations of Romania. 12. Romanian sounds like doina. Doina is a typical Romanian music style inspired from the peasants' pastoral culture. Although doina is more like a freestyle rhythm, it has a lot of vocal ornaments, usually being sung by soprano voices. More than a beautiful type of music, doina expresses all the nostalgia of the Romanian soul, offering an insightful psychological overview of the Romanian people. 13. The second biggest building. After the biggest building in the world, the Pentagon, the second biggest building in the world is the Romanian Palace of the Parliament, Palatul Parlamentului. Representing the embodiment of communism in Romania, the building is so colossal that it holds the world record for the heaviest building in the world. During the communist regime, the building was called Casa Poporului, People's House. 14. Very superstitious people. Although Orthodox Christianity is the official religion of Romania, the society still tends to be deeply superstitious. Leaving your bag on the floor means you will lose money. If a black cat crosses your path, this definitely means you will have bad luck. Or if it rains in the important moments of your life, such as your birthday or your wedding day, this is a sign of luck. Of course, all these superstitions differ with every region of Romania, but they are still deeply rooted in the Romanians' mentality. 15. Transfăgărăşan. Contemporary with the colossal palace of Parliament, Transfăgărăşan is one of the most spectacular high-altitude roads in the world. Built as a strategic military route, it crosses the Carpathian Mountains while passing between the 2 highest peaks in Romania. If you plan to visit, make sure you don't get carsick. 16. Great tourist spots for bookaholics. Romania is not the El Dorado of the books, but if you are a bookaholic tourist, there are a few tourist spots you can't miss. The first place you should check out is the Cărturești Carousel bookshop from the old town of Bucharest, which is built in an old house dating from the beginning of the 20th century. You can also visit the Faculty of Letters library from the University of Bucharest. And if you happen to visit Iași, please don't miss the Gheorghe Asaci Library. It is one of the most beautiful libraries in the world. 17. The second largest outdoor museum in the world. Astra National Museum Complex, located in Sibiu County, is the second largest outdoor museum in the world. The museum hosts hundreds of authentic traditional houses which offer a good anthropological experience by taking tourists back in time. 18. Curentul. Curentul, breeze, is lurking every time you open a window and, to Romanians, is scarier than Dracula. From an insignificant cold to back pain, it is the source of all evil. So, if you travel to Romania and you are in a crowded bus on a hot spring day, don't open the bus window unless you want to be scolded by old ladies. Închide geamul. Intră curentul. Close the window. The breeze is coming in. 19. The most beautiful blue monastery. Also known as the Sistine Chapel of the East, Mănăstirea Voronezh Monastery is famous for its beautiful and rare tone of blue. Located in Suceava County, the monastery was built in the Middle Ages by Stephen the Great, Ștefan cel Mare, one of the greatest rulers of Moldavia, and it stands to represent the symbol of his biggest successes in battles. 20. The most beautiful gorge in Europe. If you like breathtaking views, pack your things and travel to Romania. In the southern part, you will find the most beautiful road in Europe, the Danube Defile, Defileul Dunării. This beautiful place is a gorge and actually represents the border between Romania and Serbia. Here you can visit the flooded Tricule fortress and the Mraconia monastery, built on the banks of the Danube. 21. The Rushmore Mountains of Romania. On the Danube Defile, there is another tourist spot you can't miss, the stone sculpture of Decebalus. The colossal sculpture represents the most important and the last ruler of Dacia, and it is the biggest rock sculpture in Europe. It is even 8 meters taller than Christ the Redeemer statue in Rio de Janeiro. 22. The Perfect 10. Nadia Comaneci is the first gymnast in history to score a perfect 10 at the 1976 Olympics in Montreal. She returned to Romania with 3 gold medals and won 2 more during the 1980 Moscow Olympics, where she scored again perfect 10 twice. Although she is retired now, Nadia Comaneci still remains the biggest gymnast Romania ever had. 23. The fountain pen is born in Romania. Petrache Poenaru is the Romanian who invented the fountain pen. While he was studying at the Polytechnic University in Paris, he wanted to discover a more efficient and faster way to write his courses. And he found it, becoming the creator of the first pen that recharges by itself, the fountain pen. 24. The amazing Danube Delta. Although the Danube River flows through 10 countries, Romania is the luckiest one, being the place where the Danube forms a delta before reaching the Black Sea. Delta Dunării, the Danube Delta, is the best preserved delta in Europe and has the 3rd largest biodiversity in the world. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, the place is home to over 300 species of birds and 45 freshwater fish species. 25. The biggest church organ in Europe. Romania has the biggest church organ in Europe. The organ has been located in Biserica Neagră, the Black Church of Brașov, since 1839. Built by the German community in the 14th century, the church also represents the main Gothic-style monument in Romania. Although Romania is not as popular as other destinations in Europe, the lack of notoriety also brings some benefits. You can rest assured that any place you visit in my country won't be that crowded as other famous tourist spots in Europe. Happy travels! Drum bun!